Number 5.
So my real rankings are the top 5 Super Bowl MVP candidates. That's mine, not Caesar's Sportsbook. Number 5, let's start with Jamar Chase, sensational wide receiver from the Cincinnati Bengals. I think he has a real opportunity if the Bengals were to win this football game. He clearly it would be part of that, so I have him at number 5.
Number 4.
Another receiver, Cooper Kupp, Los Angeles Rams, sitting at 4. You know, when you think about Cooper Kupp and some of the things that he magically can do in this offense, they put him in position to make plays all over the field, over 1,900 yards in the regular season, the ridiculous numbers, triple crown as we like to call it in football, led the league in touchdowns, receptions, as well as yardage. He sits at number 4.
Number 3.
Number 3, we've been talking about this guy all morning long, cool Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow, woo-wee. If he can go and win the Super Bowl in SoFi against the Rams and become the Super Bowl MVP, oh my goodness, he is headed to Disney World. Unbelievable. He sits at number 3.
Number 2.
Number 2 is a little bit of an interesting pick for me, but I, for some reason, feel like Aaron Donald is going to go ham on the Cincinnati Bengals, similar to what the Tennessee Titans were able to do against Joe Burrow, except they didn't win the football game. He sits at number 2 with that offensive line, dominating them and doing the things that he's capable of doing with Von Miller on one side and Floyd on another. He's going to eat for sure in this game.
Number 1.
And the number 1 guy is Matthew Stafford. Dan Orlovsky will love this pick. He's probably getting ready to text me any minute now to just say, I got it right. When you look at Matthew Stafford and where he came from with the Detroit Lions to where he is now with the Los Angeles Rams in the Super Bowl, putting up big numbers all season long, I don't see why that would stop. I think the Rams win the Super Bowl. I honestly believe if they do, he'll be the Super Bowl MVP and cement his Hall of Fame credentials.
I think you missed one, Key.
Who did I miss?
I'll tell you why. Here's my logic, okay?
Another one.
It's he's a 50-1 shot. But Aaron Donald, they're going to have to pay attention to. And this dude, Von Miller's already won a Super Bowl MVP. Joe Burrow just got sacked 9 times in the divisional round. What if he What if Von Miller winds up with 4 sacks in this game?
Yeah, I saw Von and I thought Von because of his history, but Von hasn't really been getting to the quarterback like that. And I know this offensive line is a little bit poor at times, and when you got Floyd and Aaron Donald and you're doing different things on the defensive side with Raheem Morris mixing up coverages and allowing dudes to do stunts and twists and putting them on the same side, it could happen.
Yeah,
but
he might be number 6. Yeah.
I just think that Aaron Donald, when we're talking about the defensive side of the ball, is going to be something that they have to deal with. Even if they blocking him up with 2 and a chip, putting 3 guys on him, he still somehow can get there.
You know what, Jay? I remember the Giants Super Bowl against the Patriots. They were putting 2 guys on Michael Strahan, and he was having an enormous influence on the course of the game, but he didn't get no MVP, right? Because, you need the number. So I'm wondering if Aaron Donald takes up offensive linemen and it's Von Miller who winds up with the sacks, if he gets the credit,
So let me ask you a question. Who would you take off that list for Key then if you want Von Miller to be on that
That's
list?
why I'm saying maybe Miller's 6. Maybe he got it right at Miller's 6, maybe.
I would if I had to put Von on here, I probably would take Cooper Kupp off.
Because?
Because I think that Cincinnati's defense understands that the Rams' play-action pass game kind of goes through Cooper Kupp. So you want to eliminate that and make Matthew Stafford have to pull the ball down and go to his second and third options. But then it can become very dangerous because if OBJ continues to do the things that he's capable of doing and what he's been showing us, he could have a field day too.
I was going to say, Key, can you imagine? I don't know what the odds would be for Odell Beckham Jr., but after the year he's been through, I think it's plus 1,600, Evan just told me, after the year he's had coming out of Cleveland, if this dude were to win MVP of the Super Bowl and they got crowned as Super Bowl champs, Key, you couldn't tell him nothing.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to tell him nothing. You're absolutely right, and they wouldn't be able to tell him nothing. But here's what I would say. It's going to take OBJ 250 yards in the air.
I hear you.
18 touchdowns.
You're going to have to throw a touchdown, too, at
Oh,
least.
he's going to have to throw, run, pass, kick a field goal.
Hit a home run. You're going to have to
win
dunk the ball.
Super Bowl MVP because they're going to give it to Matthew Stafford if, in fact, the Rams win the Super Bowl and the passing statistics, even if it's a couple screen passes at house, they're going to get that credit to Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
They ain't giving it to OBJ. That would be just too – they couldn't –
He's going to have to throw two left-handed touchdowns in addition to everything else.
So the story's already written for Matthew Stafford. That's what you're pretty much trying to tell me.
Well,
doesn't matter how many yards Cooper Kupp has or OBJ, it's going to be given to Matthew Stafford.
No, I think if Cooper Kupp –
Just because of the year he's had?
Because of the year, plus he's a different – like he's a different like, right? They like him different than they like OBJ.
Yeah, he hasn't been caught up in controversies, traded from team to team yet.
Yeah, so they're not ready to write that story for OBJ quite yet like we are. See, Cooper Kupp he's a model citizen, role model, does everything right. First one in, last one out the building. That coach's son. They like
hell,
that.
Though, man.
They like all that, opposed to guy's been traded. Guy's hair is blonde. He's just always doing something. He kicks the net. Why does he have so many chains on? They don't really want to do that.
What if one of the touchdowns, let's say Odell goes off and one of them, they run him out of the backfield. Like, I'm trying to figure out a way, because, Key, you're right. Any numbers that Odell has, Stafford's going to have, right?
Absolutely.
So they're just going to give it to Stafford. Odell would have to run it out of the backfield like 2 times for scores. that Stafford couldn't get those numbers.
It's a lot of work. Oh, man.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.